often think of what a great adventure life itself is. Life for the birds, life for me, life for you, life for our children. But in my case, geez, look at this guy. I never know where it's going. It takes a lot of unexpected turns. Now, one of the unexpected turns for me was just having that 90 just added a whole new dimension to the end of last year. And the ARF has turned out to be so much fun that it's rejuvenated me. And it's freezing out here today. Look at the sky. There isn't a leaf on the tree. I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Brian's going to meet me at the field. It's Brian's day to fly the ARF. Unfortunately, he lost his Cardinal in an unfortunate crash, but luckily I have the ARF to save him. Well, it wasn't long ago the backyard was just covered with leaves, and look at it now. We're flying. It's a couple of days before Christmas and we're getting ready to go to the field flying. 35 degrees this morning, but it's supposed to be headed to 40. I can see we're going to have some fun today. Good morning, Mr. Seagulls. Look at where they are, right on my flying field. No seagulls allowed. Can't they read English? They must be immigrants. Yeah, shake your little booty. No seagulls. Now, it is really brutal out here, and I can understand why Brian is late. It is a overcast. Look at these seagulls coming in here. It's brutal out here, and already the wind is kicking up. It's not taking long, and we're already getting breezy. But we're going to try to get, well, number one, let Brian get a couple of flights on a plane with the trim it is now, see how he likes it. He's got one on order. And because he just lost his good plane, this will be a good little pep him up, get him back in the mood to fly. Maybe he'll bring an electric heater with him or something. I'm not sure. So what we're going to try to do is get the tripod set, get some of these flights on tape anyway. Share them with Rich Oliver, all the guys that are now building ARFs, of which we have quite a crew. Oh, I'd give anything for an electric heater here today. Woo! This is the only thing that's keeping me from rolling over and dying. And as I'm waiting for Brian here for about 10 minutes, the wind is already picking up, so I don't know how many flights we're going to get. We'll get some, but I'm not sure this is going to be the most productive day. But John Brodak, listen, there's nobody else in the world that I would be out here freezing my rear end for. The Strega Army. We got to go to war with the Strega we already have here. Woo!
You know I was going to have it in color.
I knew you'd have it. Oh, man.
I think that, look at that, look how this busted out.
Oh, I hate to see this.
Outside square, I'm coming down like this, I hit it, and the whole ass end of it goes boop, and it just dove.
Now,
right
you
in.
sure it wasn't from sitting in the car, you cracked something, or you put a toolbox hit it or something?
No, because
John DeTavio had a spare tire hit his and then it broke.
It's always on the rack, but it was hanging in the garage for like.
Oh.
What happened was.
Did it get oil soaked or?
Well, actually not as bad as I thought. It's a little here, but see, it's been cracked right here for the longest time, so there was never a good bond there, right?
Yeah. And
underneath in the back, I noticed it, and just the last couple of flights I noticed a crack coming through here, but I just in the fillet.
Yeah.
And
Matt Newman had that happen.
It just folded like perfect, and it just.
You're lucky you weren't over the tar here.
Oh, that's it. I sunk this in this deep. So I would have lost the motor, the
Oh yeah, yeah. That could have been a real disaster. That's no worse than Mikey's.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's worth putting together. That's for sure.
Well, it'd be easy to build an ARF.
Yeah, now.
Right now, I could 5 hours. What time is it? We could have one by 3 o'clock. You know.
You're not kidding.
That's the difference. See, that's the difference. This is not 5 hours. That's the difference.
This has been a bad year, though, man.
Yeah,
two planes for me.
Yeah, Karen said at the breakfast table, she said, "Are you sure you're going to let him fly the ARF?" I said, "Well, at least if he crashes this, you know, it's like we can get another one."
Costello calls me the day before and asks me, "You want to come up and fly the ARF?" I'm flying this for first flight. It didn't make it for the first flight.
Oh man!
And I'm thinking to myself, you know, he ain't going. He goes, "Well," he goes, "It really wasn't pilot error."
Let's see if you can crash another one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm out there. I'm waiting.
You know.
Oh, it's a bummer. It's not. That's not the best day of your life. I know about it. Let's see if we get some flights from the tripod. So Brian's getting a feel out Strega here, and I don't know how long the day is going to last before it's supposed to rain this afternoon. Plus, we've had a real interesting thing. We've been attacked by the seagulls several times during the day. And we got some tripod footage out of this day, and I've got several of the seagull incidents on there, I think. So if you see birds flying in and out of circle, it may be funny to watch, but in reality it's dangerous. Not to mention we don't want to hurt any birds, but thank God we brought the coffee today. Holy mackerel-andy. We're really gathering a nice database now for our upcoming ARF trimming DVD. I've got a nice little script written. I've got plenty of footage shot. Should be able to boil it down pretty well. And the big Rojet's just been purring away here day after day, using up my fuel. And the 14.5, whoa, 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 look at this. As I say it, hey, be careful with my ARF. Look at the smile. Look at this. He's laughing. He's gonna kill my ARF. Don't you kill my ARF. Unbelievable. Hey, what a guy. Kills my ARF. So Brian is having a great test day. He's the first one in the club to use gloves. I wish I had gloves. Ah! You know what I used to love years ago was watching the Minnesota Vikings play and rolling smoke out of their mouth. Oh, those guys are really tough.
Yeah, playing in Green Bay.
Playing in Green Bay and all that stuff. Oh man,
that's insane.
Now these sissies play in the Astrodome or something.
Green Bay still plays in Green Bay.
Real men play in the snow. They go flying. Now the last thing of the day, I want to check that trim. I'll tweak the flap, but just in case it loosens up here, and I'll go home and fix it.
Hey, me and Kajeski used to bring the snowblowers up to the circle burner field.
Well, now that we got ARFs, hey, there's no reason, unless they put snow in the field, there's no reason we can't fly.
It was to bring the snowblowers up, clear a takeoff and landing path, and go.
But you know what the trick is? I got to get some long johns or something. These are like summer pants.
Yeah, you get those coveralls, those insulated ones.
I'm going to get that outfit like Krug wears, like he's an alien, you know, like an illegal alien.
Landscaper. So the companies are good.
Yeah, they're good.
I wear them in the winter. I'll wear them.
All right, now be a real man and launch without. Look, he's got gloves. Oh God. Be a man. And if it burps, you're done. Okay, ready? That thing is a fuel dragster. When you launch this thing, it's scary how quick it goes from 0 to flying speed. It just rockets out of your hand. We are getting flights. We got the tripod going. We may get some I want to get some flights too today if I can. So we're gonna basically, I told Brian we'll hang out till we burn a gallon of fuel, so we'll alternate flights. I'm not so sure the air is gonna hold up, but it's really funny how these birds have been attacking us. It's not funny at all. I mean, it's gonna be scary if in the spring, when we have a, you know, Brian's got 2 planes under construction and an ARF. He's got that jet, that RSM kit. But boy, you just hate to think, in the case of an ARF, I'm actually going up and trying to like tease them and stuff, because I'm hoping eventually they'll get the picture and just get the hell out of here. But if you've already got your ARF, I'm sure you're enjoying watching us freeze. If you don't have it, hey, you're missing a lot of fun. I would never be out here with a good plane. See, this is the whole point. With a good plane, why am I saying that? With a hand-rubbed plane, I would just be home. I'd be running my trains today. But here I am, like Rich Oliver of the North. And Oliver, you are the biggest sissy. You know, you're in 70-degree weather. You're getting the sun on your back. Here we are, Brian and I, the Minnesota Vikings of model planes. Actually, he's dialing into this pretty good after 3 flights. Getting used to it. I've been trying to get the handle, this universal handle thing now that climb right there, Bri, has to go. No reason to do that. Even though the air is bumpy and actually it's blowing pretty good here, no reason to do that. This will go right through it. It's amazing what a 14-inch prop does for a plane. Now, the other day I was flying Mike Costellas with a 12-inch or a 13-inch prop. That extra inch of prop diameter that the big motors allow you to have, just so comforting. The wind starts blowing, not a big deal. Birds come around, you have more prop area to hit the birds with. Actually, we tried to diagnose why Brian's fuselage broke, and a couple weeks earlier, before that, he actually had hit a bird and hurt the bird. And I wonder if he stress cracked something when that happened. I don't know, because I didn't see it happen, or we don't have it on video, but look, as I say it, look who's here. Hey, get the hell out of here! Unbelievable. They're out to get him. It's like Orca. The Orca's over here. He's going to come and challenge us. Orca the ARF killer. You'll laugh if we do hit one with we hit a seagull with this. That'll be the end of definitely be the end of the ARF. There'll be feathers and blood. Boy, when I hit the bird with that 826, the bird disintegrated. The bird, it was like going into like Bass-O-Matic. Just pulverized them. Parts of them were missing. I found the head and 1 foot, feathers and blood. Nasty stuff. We live in a dangerous world. So I think it's safe to say Brian can get some a good little head start on getting his ARF ready. And I hope he can get some of these little trim things, like if you haven't started building yet, radius off that leading edge. Put the 1/4-inch elevators on. Put the Raby rudder on. Those are the things that, and of course, if you can, upgrade the control system to normal ratios if you're used to flying a Cardinal type plane. It'll just put, and that's taken me a long time to get used to the ratios. Brian seems actually to be better at getting used to this than I am. This has a little bit different ratios than I'm used to. I think the Seagull has different ratios too. Come on. Oh, they are tenacious. You guys are killing me, you know. You're killing me with this Seagull stuff. Remember when I used to have the field all to myself? Now I got illegal Seagull immigrants here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, I want to see what this tripod footage looks like. We do have some flights to review on a tripod. It was a good day today. Square inches. These are much lighter than a score is if you go square inch.
Yeah, I'm not talking
and if
about
you
that.
take
I'm
into
talking
it,
about...
by the way, this is Windy and Brian. Freezing test day. Brian's got his hood up. He's got this. Brian's got gloves. I don't believe it. He won't share his gloves. Oh, you sissy. I'm gonna get those. ARF, I think the wind is swirling around here though. I'm not sure if we're even getting this. Let me see if I can get the camera in a better position. Now this is a brand new handle that I just made up for this. Let's see, we move the camera here. And the handle is one notch too big for me, so I'll see if I wanted to make a handle that Brian could be comfortable with. Because the other day I was using a Testarossa handle, I didn't want to readjust that. Alright, let's just see how he goes, how he likes it. Now a couple of the things that I'm trying to fine tune on this, and the advantage of having Brian here is I can see this from outside the circle. I can see that we could use a little trim tab, it looks like on the outer wing, and we'll make one up after this flight. And or put a little more tip weight in, but it looks like it needs a little tiny trim tab. Yeah, see, he's over controlling it. The handle is too big for him too. Alright, but that's okay. And the most important thing, this is the big one, the tank shim is still off, that it's a little richer inverted. It's breaking nice on insides, but not quite as good on outsides. So that makes for a little bit of a problem too. So what we're going to do after this flight is get a trim tab. Now Brian's got a 76 on order, so as soon as his comes in, if his ARF isn't done, he can put his motor in my plane and he can have this one, and I'm going to start working on another one. And believe it or not, you may think we're not going to get the 90 ship built this year. Don't worry, if I got to stay up overnight, it's getting built. Rich Oliver's busy with Control Line World, but we get everything done. When you talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. You got to, when you talk the ARF, you got to. Now we are not only did the 90 project, we did the ARF project. And by the way, in less than 6 hours, it'll be 6 hours from now. It'll be 5.5 hours was when the ARF carton arrived at my door from UPS. We have less than a week involved in the whole project. And if that doesn't impress you, I don't know what will. What we're going to do between flights is just put on the smallest of the trim tabs that we have. Just tape it on, we'll see if that gets better or worse. And I'll be able to see it from outside the circle. I'll fly it, then check it out from outside the circle.
confirmed my suspicion. We need to get the outboard wing down. I moved the handle in one click. Now that's now a dedicated ARF handle, not the Testarossa handle. This is Brian's second flight. And believe me, the wind is blowing now. And right at the end of his flight, the first flight, we had one, I think it's the same seagull, a territorial seagull that comes in here and checks us out. But he didn't attack the plane like he did on my side. Now I'm looking at the wing inverted to see if this is good. This tab is too big or too small. I guess it's okay. Certainly okay for today. Now what's always, to me, an important test of a design is when many people can just pick up the handle and not fudge with it and just go out and be comfortable. We got the wind shifting all over the place here. Nose is running, baby. See, what we did make the handle smaller, and Brian was comfortable with it. What I'm trying to do is get a universal handle setting, so when the guys from the club all show up and 10 different people fly it one right after another, I don't have to deal with the obvious. Ah, the handle's too big, it's too small. Trying to find a mean average setting. Like a shoe that fits everybody. Oh, it's brutal out here. Woo-hoo. Unbelievable. And that bird, see that seagull? He keeps coming over. See, he's in a circle now. I've been chasing him. Ah, he's back in a circle. Not sure you can see it on the video, but he's probably territorial. They have eggs or a nest or something out there. Who the hell knows? Or he's just a biker chick. Who knows? Now, a little tab worked, and I wasn't going to tweak the flap until the end of the day, but I'll tweak the flap just in case it breaks and I got to repair it. I'll have an excuse to go home and to a nice warm shop then. Oh, brutal. This is a brutal place to hang out. But we're